Al Capone was born January 17, 1899. Capone's parents immigrated to the United States from Naples in 1893. Al, the fourth of 9 children, grew up in Brooklyn, New York. He attended school until the 6th grade, when he dropped out at age 14 after striking a teacher. He worked a variety of odd jobs as a candy store clerk, a bowling alley pinboy, a laborer in an ammunition plant, and a cutter in a bookbindery, all the while serving the South Brooklyn Rippers and 40 Thieves Juniors, 2 kid gangs, that is, bands of delinquent children known for vandalism and petty crime that were common in New York at the time. Capone became a member of the James Street Boys gang during this period, run by Johnny Torrio, the man that would become his lifelong mentor and associated with the 5 Points gang. At age 16, Capone became a member of the 5 Points gang and served aspiring mobster Francisco Aioli. Before Capone turned 21, he was involved in several violent incidents. In a youthful scrape at the Harvard Inn, a young hoodlum named Frank Galluccio slashed Capone with a knife or razor across his left cheek after Capone made a crude comment to Galluccio's sister, prompting the later name Scarface. In another incident, Capone brutally assaulted a low-level member of the rival White Hands gang and left him for dead. Since White Hand gang leaders promised retribution, Capone, his wife, and his young child left for Chicago to work for Torrio. Torrio had moved from New York to Chicago in 1909 to help run the giant brothel business under Chicago crime boss Big Jim Colosimo. Shortly after Capone's arrival in the city in 1919, Colosimo was assassinated by either Yale or Capone himself in 1920 to make way for Torrio's rule. As Prohibition began, new bootlegging operations opened up and drew in immense wealth. In 1924, Capone was responsible for the murder of Joe Howard in retribution for Howard's earlier assault of one of Capone's friends. After a stint in prison, his friend Torrio retired to Italy, and Capone became crime czar of Chicago, running gambling, prostitution, and bootlegging rackets, and expanding his territories by gunning down rivals and rival gangs. His wealth in 1927 was estimated at close to $100 million. Capone was notoriously known for the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. 7 members of Bugsy Moran's gang were machine-gunned in a garage on Chicago's North Side on February 14, 1929. That same year, Capone was convicted of possessing a concealed handgun and served 10 months in Philadelphia's Holmesburg prison.